6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see.
You know, that's obvious.
What's good, family? Welcome. Hawks post game live.
You know, we just got to execute better than that.
I don't even know what to say. I'm listening to Nate right now. Let me hear what Nate got to say real quick, guys.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's what I felt like that we were trying to make it. We made it a shootout. You know, I think we got to be more aggressive getting to the basket. Tonight, I thought we settled.
Nate just said we need to be more aggressive getting to the basket. Well, maybe you should tell him, Nate.
We didn't get to the free throw line. Only 15 free throw attempts.
We didn't get to the free throw line. Like, what is he telling these dudes? Are you telling them we need to get to the free throw? I'm listening to Nate McMillan press conference right now.
We need to get to the penalty by keeping pressure on their defense.
I don't want to hear shit Nate got to say right now, man. I don't want to hear shit Nate got, because Nate say the same shit that I say. And you the damn head coach, Nate. You should be making them get to the basket. If they don't get to the basket, take their ass out the game and put people in there who gonna get to the basket. All that mumble jumble you be talking, everybody trying to hear that shit, man. For real, I'm sorry, but ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nate be going to these conferences saying the same crap that we see. So if we see it and you see it, why we don't make it happen? Fuck out of here, Nate. Pissing me off, Earl. Fuck out of here, man. This some like I don't understand, man. Hold, let me hear what this dude's saying.
You have to finish the play with a rebound, and their size, they pretty much muscled us in the paint and was able to.
So he said the Bucks. Listen to this. Nate just said the Bucks out-muscled us in the paint, but we got a 7-footer sitting on the bench, Nate McMillan. Why you ain't put him in the game if we getting out-muscled? Come on, man. This dude, man.
You got to control the ball, because if you can't control the ball, it's going to force your defense to collapse, come in and help. And they got shooters on the perimeter. You know, that's what they want. You know, that the team is built to.
Bro, I can't listen to Nate McMillan, man. I can't listen to him. All right, fella, I'm gonna drop this link, man. Let's drop the link. Y'all know how we do on We Talk Hawks TV post game live. Y'all know how we do it. We're gonna drop this link. Y'all come in, chop it up. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go and get this thing popping, family. It's your boy, it's your host, Damon, the #1 YouTube fan channel for your Atlanta Hawks. We Talk Hawks TV, We Talk Hawks Daily. Y'all come F with your boy, post game live. Let's talk about it. Okay, I don't care what Nate McMillan's saying. I don't care what Nate McMillan says, because let me tell you something, family. You know what I hate? Listen, I hate me being as a fan. I'm just a fan, okay? I ain't never made it to the NBA. I didn't play college basketball, right? But he be saying the silliest stuff. Well, we got all muscled in the paint. Well, put the 7-footer that we have on the bench in the game and give us some size then. Come on, man. We didn't get to the free throw line enough. We settled. We just did do something. Like, I hate when a coach comes out and says bullshit after the game. What did this why I would never have credentials, okay, to go to these things, these interviews. Because I would have asked him, I would have said my follow-up question would have been this. Did you tell him to attack the paint? Because I didn't see Hunter attack the paint. Where was John Collins? Why Collins didn't get the touches that he normally get? Why am I paying John Collins $25 million and he took 4 shots tonight? He took 4 shots tonight, family. Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, man. And then Nate gonna go to the post-game the post-game press conference. They out-muscled us. We got to attack the paint. Are you kidding me? And that's why I told y'all, he got 25 games, bro. He got 25 games, bro. This is ridiculous. And then don't even get me started on that referee. You do not make that call in a game like that with the game on the line. Now referees dictating outcomes of games. He all the way on the baseline and called an offensive foul. Are you kidding me? Let me bring the homies on, man. Let me bring the... This shit's hilarious. Did Collins even play? $25 million, 4 shots. I'm gonna let the homies talk, man. Y'all know where I stand at. I'm gonna let the homies talk, okay? My guy analyst up in the building. We gonna try something new today. Let me see if I can bring everybody on. Once again, guys, check it out. For some reason, I don't know. I'm hardwired into the internet. I got the highest speed internet. I don't know what's wrong, but this is what we gonna do. I'm bringing everybody on right now. If the stream usually it's gonna be me that freezes. If I freeze, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna refresh. Whoever's up here talking, y'all just keep it going. You feel me? So let me bring everybody on. That's my guy analyst. We got Ticket Drill up in the building. I got my guy Juan up in the building. Let me cut this music down, man. God damn, bro, I'm so fucking mad, bro. My bad. Let me stop this cursing, man. Shit, hold up. Let's cut the music down. Let's get the rapping. I'm gonna start off with my boy Juan because I know he out and about. So hold up. Let me get to the music real quick, guys, and let me cut this down. Hold up. And then my guy Juan.
What's up, man?
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. So
let me ask you this because I know it's a lot because it was a bumpy ride. It's a lot. Give me your overall thoughts of the game, right?
Okay.
And then tell me, why do you think we lost this game?
Okay. So overall, my overall analysis of the game, it was a very winnable game in the last 3 to 4 minutes. We got to 1 point, tied it up, and it was continuous. It was back and forth game between us and Milwaukee. So that was that. That call at the end was very egregious. I agree with you. The ref was on the baseline and he makes that offensive call when Giannis was just doing whatever he wanted to do. Ticky-tack fouls a lot, and he gets to the free throw line. So I thought that was very egregious and kind of like just took the whole momentum out of everything because it was a winnable game. My overall analysis of why we lost the game, man, is number one, we're getting crushed inside. Clint Capella can't play on perimeter. Like, if you're a true Hawks fan, you've been watching us play the Bucks over the last 2 to 3 years. Brook Lopez cooks us every single time. That's number one. Number two, JC has bad games against them every single time. You know what I mean? So Lopez a positive for them. JC a negative for us. JC never gets anything established when we play Milwaukee. They just completely take him out the game. And the dude also has 8 shots in the last 2 games. 8 total shots in 2 straight games. I don't care if we got a hot octane offense. He needs to be part of that offense because he disappears for long stretches of time, and he's just a foregone conclusion at the time. Now to address what you were saying about Nate. We do have a 7-foot on the bench. Why he's not coming in to help with some of the rebounding and space on the floor, it blows my mind. I don't get it. I just don't get it, man.
And then for him to go to the press conference and say we was out muscle. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I just don't get it, man.
Got a 7-footer on the bench.
Yeah, that can shoot threes too. They play every 6'11", 7-footer they had. Ibaka, Portis, Giannis, and Lopez. They all play. Milwaukee also plays 11 to 12-man bench. We only play a 9-man rotation. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I can't answer the question. The dude, like I said it too, Nate is on a short leash this year, man, because he makes some questionable decisions coaching wise, man. They just make you scratch your head like, what are you doing? But I pass it over, let everybody else start. How their analysis as well.
Man, let me address this right here, man. Clint jumping out at Giannis going for, man, that was hilarious.
Yep.
I was like, why are you jumping? Let him shoot it, dummy.
Yep.
Bro, let me tell you something. Let me get this off my let me get this off my mind before I forget. Bro, I'm doing a watch along. Clint Capella, man, let me tell you something. Something wrong. I've been saying this since the season. Something wrong with this guy, man.
Yep.
Did you see the possession where Drew Holiday got the ball, went straight to the bucket, and Clint stood there and just watched him?
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with Clint, man.
What was he doing? He just stood there. He was like this and just looked at him. Then, oh, bro. I should have wrote all that. Go ahead, Juan.
He looks uninspired out there, man. A lot. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, man, he unmotivated, dog.
Bro, I don't know. Double O came in. He got some fouls on Giannis, but he's way more aggressive on Giannis and on their bigs. And I was just looking at Clint's defensive presence just on the perimeter. Man, this dude looked uncomfortable sitting down in the seat trying to play perimeter defense, man. He looks so uncomfortable. I mean, let Giannis shoot the three, yes, but you don't let Brook Lopez shoot the three. Brook Lopez can't dribble. You get up on him, you make him pass the ball. We put no pressure on Brook Lopez tonight. Brook Lopez should have been on perimeter, guarding JC. JC should have made a dribble, pick and roll, whatever you want to do. Because every time Trae blew past him or made a shot in the lane or made the floater, we put no pressure on Lopez to do anything tonight. But shoot 3-pointers. He averaged 7 threes a game. That's the most by any big in the league, and questionably top 3 for any player in the league. As a big, he averaged 7 threes a game, man, and he made 5 tonight.
Shit, he hit his first 5. He hit his first 5 tonight, and then Nate gonna call a timeout after he hit the 4th in a row. And I'm like, maybe you should have told him to get out there after he hit the second one.
But
you know what I'm saying? Because his first 5 was wide open, bro. They did this, bro. They did the exact same thing all the time, man. And he was always open in that bottom corner. And I'm like, how y'all not? And then one play, they did the switch at the top. And then Collins, and was it Murray or one of them, they both went with the ball and left the hottest dude open. I was like, what are we doing, man? Like,
did you see how many backdoor layups we gave up? Look at that second quarter again. Look how many backdoor layups we gave up.
Yeah, I still remember that one from
terrible, bro.
I was just like, what are we doing out here, man? Talk to me, analyst. What you got, man? What's your thoughts on the game tonight, man?
Well, first of all, I thought that I thought Nate was disgraceful the whole game, and it was winnable. I'll start by addressing the referee. No way in the world you can make that call on the other side of the court. Scott Foster,
he was at the baseline. I'm like,
Scott Foster stood there, inbound at the ball, not even inbound at the ball. He's looking at. He calls a foul, didn't even signal for an offensive foul. He just puts up foul.
Yep.
If the other refs don't come over and try to be the hero and say offensive foul, then maybe the refs will look at it or talk and see what they saw. Because if you look at it, there was pretty much no contact. Almost no contact,
bro. And I believe that the ref at the bottom on the side was gonna call a block foul, right? Until Scott Foster reminded me of what's my man's name? He used to show up all the time. What's the white referee with the bald head? He used to do all
I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name. He retired too.
Yeah, he retired.
I can't remember.
But no, Scott Foster, he signaled for the foul. I don't know the other referee, the one who called the foul. I don't know his name. He should be ashamed of himself. He should lose his job because that was disgraceful what he called. You cannot call that, and you don't even. All you can see is the player's back. It was just ridiculous. But let me. You all brought up the big situation. Well, first of all, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to know Onyeka should have finished the game. Nate should be ashamed.
Yes.
Nate should be ashamed of himself for putting Clint Capella back in the game. Yep. We slowed them down. They had to grind out every possession. They were going to the free throw line.
They had 24 second shot violations.
Exactly. And what do you know? As soon as we put Capella in the game, guess what? We give up 3 we give up 3 possessions in the paint. The backdoor cut, by the way, I saw one of the backdoor cuts. Clip was just he was looking.
He sure did.
He was looking in a totally different direction. I was
Yep.
like, "What are you looking
And Drew
at?"
Holiday just laid it up right in his face.
I was like, "What are you looking at?" But
He out there ball watching.
But and let me also say this. Let me hop on Nate real quick. Nate should be just so ashamed. To start the game, we saw Brook Lopez. Now, I want y'all to notice. Brook Lopez is our last defensive rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They run it through Giannis first, Drew second, and then whoever their shooter is, they can't get anything there. They're going to Brook Lopez. Last defensive rotation. All you have to do, match it. Put Frank Kaminsky in the game and match it. Frank Kaminsky can space the floor. Okay?
Sure can.
He can't do.
Sure can.
Now, he's not Brook Lopez, but he can't do much less than Brook Lopez. He can space the floor. Put Frank Kaminsky in the corner. Run your offense, and if you can't get anything, throw it to him in the corner. Match the offense that you're seeing. And the defense, there was a lot of just awful defensive rotations. But now we see why it's important for the coach to actually do his job and call plays and make reasonable substitutions. John Collins has 4 shot attempts. 4.
2 games.
8 to 2. 4 shot attempts. I hear a lot of people say, well, Trae runs the offense or he don't have to call a play every day. 4 for your supposed to be number 3 option. And what plays are you even call that one play for him? Not one play that you call for him. You called all these timeouts, wasted all your timeouts. So that way, when they actually called a foul at the end, you couldn't even challenge it because you said there were no timeouts. It was a poorly managed game. And head coaches are supposed to be managers. It was a poorly managed game. A manager does not just sit back. If a construction site manager is on the job and he's getting ready to watch his employee mess up on this design that's pretty much permanent, he's not going to just sit there and say, well, I just thought that, I'll let him learn and mess up the whole. No, you're going to tell him, no, don't do that. Do this. And to me, that's coaching. It's not like I understand, Gerald, I do draw a fine line with this with micromanaging and coaching, but you saw Bud. Bud wasn't micromanaging. Bud was running players in and out of that lineup. Bud was calling plays, and out of every timeout, they got a good look. I remember after one of the timeouts, I think we cut it down to 3. Wesley Matthews come right around the corner, he hit a 3. I mean,
sure did.
It's just
in the corner.
Yeah, it's just, to me. This is what I'm talking about when you have a brain dead set in his ways coach who don't do anything else but his 9-man rotation. If the rotation don't work, I guess we lose because I guess we just didn't have it that night. Milwaukee came off a back-to-back. No, there's no reason they should have been outrunning us.
When our starters didn't play the 4th quarter.
Exactly. Our starters did not play the 4th quarter. And I don't know. First of all, I'm going to say this one last thing. I don't know who in the world is running film sessions. I heard it's Nate's son, but whoever is doing it should be fired immediately. Should be fired. It is shameful that you didn't watch no film on that on Milwaukee. First of all, we started out the game after if Trae wasn't hitting shots, then everyone else quick. You cannot push the pace against Milwaukee because 2 shots will end up turning to an 8-0 run. Yep. And you look at the score. Oh man, we're down by 10. I wonder why. Well, it's just no scouting. We didn't watch any film, and it's just disgraceful. You gotta play well against these type of teams. There's no reason we should have been trailing the whole game by 10, by 11, by 5, by 6, by 7. Then when we get down the stretch, it's tit for tat, and then I promise this is gonna be my one last thing. Out of that last timeout that the Bucks, and by the way. This just shows you who's the better coach. Coach Bud calls a timeout with 9 seconds left on the shot clock because he saw his team was getting ready to get nothing on the offense, getting ready to give up the lead. And he calls a timeout, and guess what? He runs
a play up.
draws the play up. Drew Holiday goes right to the basket. Clint Capella late on the rotation. Now Collins should have stepped in to maybe take the charge, but Clint Capella was late on the rotation. DeJounte cannot get over Giannis that fast, and to me it was just disgraceful, and should be just ashamed.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all see I keep freezing up, huh?
I see. Yeah,
that's what I be saying when I let everybody on. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hop out because I think I found out why my stuff be freezing. I'm gonna be working on my computer. Y'all go ahead, chop it up. What we do? We don't do player ratings right now. We doing hero. We doing MVP of the game and unsung hero. Yeah. So y'all chop it up.
Hold up. You said that's in a win. It's supposed to be bum of the night.
Yeah.
You said in the losses we're gonna do the player ratings. Oh yeah. I can't wait.
I can't
wait to get these player ratings tonight.
We're gonna do MVP and bum of the night. Okay.
Can I
Gerald up next?
But I'm gonna hop off and let y'all chop it up so I don't freeze up again while I work on this computer. I think I found out what it was. Y'all keep it popping and y'all know and if y'all finish before I do, y'all just hit me up in the Twitter chat. Let me know y'all done.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
I need a couple bum of the nights because there was a couple of them tonight.
Were you done, analyst?
Huh?
Were you done?
I'm done. I'm done for right now. I had to get that off.
Can I go ahead and go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my good. I took notes. Took notes on this. I think the main thing we all know, we got out rebounded like crazy. I don't know what the numbers were, but the times that we gave up offensive rebounds was terrible. There had to be at least somebody got music in the background. Oh,
yeah, it's just some background music. Y'all keep it going.
Oh, okay. There had to be.
Y'all call me producer Damon.
On hold. But I think it was on at least 3 situations where Giannis or somebody missed a free throw and we couldn't get the rebound.
Last one was particularly when he missed that free throw. What's his name? Holiday.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Not being able to rebound is almost equivalent to not being able to stop the run in football. If you can't rebound, defense don't stop until you get the rebound. So I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with that.
We got our rebounded by 7 too.
Yeah, and I think those 7 them had to be offensive rebounds probably.
We only got our rebounded offensively by 2, but the 2 biggest ones was obviously that last one where JC tapped it and Wesley Matthews saved it to Drew Holiday. So that was, you can already pinpoint as that a turning point right there.
Right. In the first quarter, Lopez be cooking our ass, boy.
Every time.
I wonder if it's anything to do with our defensive strategy, if you want to call it that.
I'm about to get on that, Matt.
Okay.
I have no idea why coach didn't send anybody to Brook after he made the first 2. We like, all right, he can't do this shit no more. Or if he does it, it need to be somebody closed out on him. It reminded me of when remember in the playing game when Markkanen went off in the first half.
Yeah, yep.
That's what it reminded me of. Number 2, John Collins. Even with him not having but 4 shots, I'm always a proponent, and a lot of y'all are too. You got to find another way to make an impact on
the game
other than scoring. Whether it's defense or whether it's rebounds, whether it's assists, I don't give a damn. You got to find some way to do it. Now, with him having only 4 shot attempts, it could be me, but the Bucks are way harder to get lobs against because they too damn long. And then number 2, the Bucks have 1 or 2 players that can guard both men on the pick and roll. They can guard he can guard the guy with the ball and the lob man. Giannis and AD is probably the only other guy that can do that in the NBA. So
Gerald,
huh?
I was gonna say you're right on JC. They take away JC's 2 biggest strengths, offensively. One, the lob, and he can't post them up because Portis and Giannis are too big. So they take away two of his greatest strengths right there.
Yeah, you're not sealing him.
Mm-hmm.
So, the other thing, that's why against a team like this, if you know they kind of not a good matchup for you, you got to find other ways to affect the game. Like, for instance, I feel like Murray started off horrible, but as the game went on, he did other things, his scrappiness, and then eventually, he kind of found his flow.
Yep.
That's something that I kind of took from that. Number 4, I think we had 3 chances to take the lead, and I feel like the shots that Trae shot, he could have got a better shot. Even though he was making them in the fourth quarter, he was making them in like hero fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're down 1 and we got a chance to take the lead, we don't necessarily need a hero shot. We just need a good shot.
Exactly.
And I feel like those shots that he took they could have been better. 5, bruh. Drew Holiday was like the MVP on 18.
Made 9 in a row. 9 in a row.
9 shots in a row, bruh. Like that man cooked us, bruh. Whether it didn't matter who was on him. If it was a big on him, he just shot the high ass rainbow shot and it just went all net.
Every time.
Like he could have switched the shots on them rims at the circus. Tonight, like he was ridiculous in a good way. But he gonna show out, he playing against his brothers or whatnot. But I think Murray should have stayed on him a lot more. I feel like he was on him in like short spurts, but I feel like that should have been the main matchup. I saw Trae on Drew Holiday way too much for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
To Matt's point and pretty much Matt and analyst's point, I feel like Okongwu should have finished the game. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I'm not opposed to Capella like coming out because when Okongwu was doing good, I said this in the chat. When Okongwu was doing good on Giannis, Coach Bud made a good ass adjustment by putting Lopez back in the game.
Yep.
So when you put Lopez back in the game, now you force Nate Hand. Now it's like, oh damn. I mean, John ain't doing shit. Okongwu doing good, but he ain't gonna be able to realistically get any rebounds on the boards with these 2 guys in. So I gotta put Capella in. But me personally, I would have had Capella in and Okongwu in. I don't give a damn.
You had to call that spacing, but I understand what you're going with. Yeah,
because because as soon as Capella came in and he was guarding Giannis was
attacking.
Yeah, he just started attacking. And then that little turnaround off the glass.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was cold-blooded right there. But I don't think Okongwu could have did anything with that either. But that just showed how much more confidence Giannis had with Capella on him compared to if Double O was on him. The referee, I mean, yeah, we know it was a bad call. But if we fix maybe 3 of the things that I just mentioned, then we're not even in a position for the ref to decide that.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't have came to that last call. Like everybody blaming that last call, and it's like, nah, man, we can go back to a couple previous possessions where we did some inexcusable things, and we could have changed the game. Like we could have been up by 2 or 3. If Trae, because he said he had hero ball. He was playing hero ball. We was down 1. We kept being down 1. They scored, we scored. They scored, we scored. And then Trae, they missed 3 straight shots, and we did 2 because Trae was taking some long threes. And I'm just like, I feel we got better possessions to maybe get to the free throw line, or maybe try to get inside the paint. Could have changed the tide of the way the game went.
I saw it in the first quarter. Trae just had this attitude like every time I'm getting this bitch, this shit going up. Every time in the first quarter, I saw it from the jump. It reminded me of Kobe retirement night. That's how he was shooting.
Hey, y'all talking about Trae? Let me see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see how long I can go till I time out. I think I might have fixed it. But check it out, right? Let me tell you something, man. That boy Trae Young was freaking cooking tonight. Cooking like fish grease. Okay? I was mad that Nate took his ass out the game in the first quarter. Let him cook. Because he single-handedly.
I thought he hit the whole first quarter.
I'm talking about the whole first. My bad. The whole first half. I ain't want him to come out. He single-handedly was keeping us in the game, and the dude was shooting, bro. At one point, he was shooting 60% from the field.
Yeah, so, the broadcaster said that too. He was single-handedly keeping our offense.
He single-handedly kept us in the game. I'm gonna tell you something else. Let's talk about that fourth quarter. I saw earlier Rashad talking about Trae. Reason we lost. Let me tell you something, man. None of these other dudes, okay, wanted to play some ball tonight. Where the hell was John Collins at? Where the hell was Dre Hunter at? You understand me? Listen, I don't have time. I'm done with the excuses of Trae don't pass the ball. I need John Collins and Dre Hunter start demanding shit now, okay? Start demanding it. All this passive shit, you just go stand in the corner. Done with that. Done. Somebody when you on that court, John Collins need to go to Trae. Hey, bro, I'm open sometimes. Find me. Say something. John Collins good to have 4 freaking. You know why John Collins got 4 shot attempts? Because that's all he wanted was 4 shot attempts.
No,
that's all he wanted tonight.
Or what Juan said.
What Juan say? I missed that. What did Juan say?
Juan said that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Juan. But when he plays the Bucks big guys, they're too strong for John to be able to post them up.
So John don't have to post. That's the thing. The thing with John Collins, he can score from every level. He don't have to post up. He got a mid-range jumper. No. You see him when he did the little hook in the lane? Yeah. So I don't want to hear those excuses from Collins. No, Collins get no excuse from none.
Hold on, Demond. I said these 2 things you left off. I said they took away 2 of John's greatest strengths. I didn't say it takes away his whole game, but 2 of John's greatest strengths is he likes to post up on the block and he likes to go for the lob. And the Bucks took those away. So with those being taken away, Trae went to work and he started to put the offense on his shoulder because John wasn't getting open in the paint because those dudes are long. They was clogging the paint. Nobody ain't talking about that. They clogged the paint, man. And what's the name? I know we need to get to you two here at the bottom, man, but like they clogged the paint. And so JC wasn't able to get those baby hooks and getting the shots that he liked to get, those 15 footers. However, he still should have been aggressive and demanding because JC has a reputation when we play the Bucks to get shut down every single time.
Oh, and this is the thing. I've been saying this, and I think it was you who said it earlier, Juan. We get dominated on the boards by the Bucks. During my watch along, I said it. Listen, don't expect too many second chance points to that because they're gonna kill us on the boards. We know this already. We know what happened when we played the Bucks. We know they take Collins out. Right, with everything that Juan just said. My thing is this, Nate, if you the coach and we know what we're going into, what's your plan to counter that when they take them away? What's the counter to that?
Analyst already said it, the film session, bro. Who's in the field session? I could have told you this. The Bucks prioritize on 3 things. They prioritize on getting to the line, their 3-point shooter, and their interior presence in the paint. We know this. They shoot like they're top 3 in the league in shooting threes. How we don't recognize that, I don't know. They have a big that shoots 7 threes a game. How you don't know that, I don't know. That's what your other coordinators are for, man. And you're not mentioning that, you need to get on the perimeter. Brook Lopez shoots 7 threes a game. He ain't hot right now, but he can get high anytime. They shoot a lot of threes. They play in the paint. They out-rebound you. They get to the free throw line. That's their game. They did it tonight.
And they should have known about Brook Lopez because guess what? In the playoffs, when Giannis was out, Brook Lopez hit us up for like 33 and 15.
Don't even remind me about them, bro. Don't even
in the playoffs. And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Matt. My bad.
That's where coaching or lack thereof from Mr. Stale comes from. I mean, and then after the game to say, "Oh, we should have attacked the rim more. We settled for too many jumpers. We should have attacked the rim more, you idiot." And then you got Lopez out there. Why Lopez is open? Because he's playing percentages. He's saying, "I'm gonna give Lopez some open them corner threes because he's gonna miss more than he make." Instead of recognizing, "Oh, he may got it going today." Well, maybe I should send somebody out there to guard him.
Well, you know what? On the Lopez thing, let me tell you something. That won't coaching. Our players was just stupid.
They were just lazy on the
They
switches.
dumb, bro.
Yes,
they
it
dumb.
was.
They was lazy on the
Bro, when I
Yeah.
saw that switch, when I seen
Yeah.
Trae, and I can't remember who was with him, man.
Don,
Both followed the ball and leave the hottest dude in the game wide open, straight away three. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What are you doing, players? Get out there.
Because they're taught to cut the rim off and give open and give up the corner threes. That's what they're taught. They do it every game.
But that make no sense because the corner three is the easiest shot to make in basketball.
The shortest shot in the NBA.
I know that.
Yep.
I know
why
that.
would you
Y'all
get
know
that
that.
up, man?
Nate don't know that.
Why would you
Nate
get
don't
and then,
hold on. Nate
and
not
then
telling
Nate doesn't
what
know
you
that.
said,
that up.
and then what you said, Matt, about that. Listen, Nate really pissed me off with that press conference. He said stuff that he's in control of. We need to attack the basket.
No,
Are you telling him that?
No, Matt. He told him that the sideline reporter came out of the timeout, and she said that Nate told them to attack the basket.
So what is Nate? This why. So
he said after the game too. But
if I'm the coach and I tell y'all, Nate went in that press conference and said, "We settled. We didn't get to the free throw line. Why? Because you don't attack the basket." I've been saying that. Hunter, where you at? But my thing is this: you the coach. If I say, "Hey, I need y'all to attack the basket," if it ain't getting done, that means some changes need to be made.
Bruh, ain't none of the 9 motherfuckers get to the basket. What you gonna put 10 through 13 in?
You goddamn right, I will.
Or Gerald,
Hey.
you can. Or Gerald.
Let me tell you something about,
actually
me, man. And maybe it's the army in me, but I don't play that, bro. I don't play it. If I tell you to do something and you don't do it, you're gone. I don't do that. I don't do this.
The army more black and white than
Listen,
the NBA.
I'm gonna lose my way if I'm gonna lose. You understand me? I'm not gonna let you go out there. I ain't finna let you go out there and do whatever you want to do when I'm telling you what we need to do to win the game. We need to get to the free throw line.
That's what Popovich do.
Where is Hunter? Where the hell was he at today? He's so scared. All he do is he settle for jumpers all night tonight.
6'9".
All night.
6'9".
Yesterday versus, was it yesterday? No, it was the
yesterday. Pistons yesterday. We played
the first
yesterday
Pistons game. DeAndre Hunter, they actually ran sets for Hunter to get downhill over Bogdanovich on the Pistons to get him going. Tonight, they did none of that. They
No.
Hunter
They
don't
don't
play.
We
Ran
know
for him,
why
man,
they
to get
didn't
to the
attack
basket.
bro. We know why they ain't attack the basket.
Why?
Because Giannis and Lopez there.
14 feet tall. That's why.
Yeah.
Bruh, how many
With tree
first
limbs.
of all,
With tree limbs.
We know, we
Brooke Lopez,
know that.
Bro, Brooke Lopez is not a shot blocker.
He's still a shot blocker. He's still a shot blocker. He's 7'2". He's still a shot blocker. He just don't do it as much no more.
He's not a. Let me.
You go, and you know what you do? You go at him. You go at him. You force the ref to make calls.
Then y'all gonna be clowning Hunter for needing arthroscopic surgery.
But then that's why you have different sets, different movements to get.
Bro, ain't no set.
You can space.
There ain't no action available to get his ass out the paint, bro.
Yes, there is.
If
we brought him out, we brought him out on the pick and roll. We brought him out.
I'm saying you gonna have Lopez or Giannis in the paint, bro.
There was two.
You ain't gonna get both of them out.
No, you can't. You can get them out. You know how you get them out? You put in people who can shoot the ball. When you got Capella in there, when Capella's in the game, nobody's leaving the paint because they
y'all know good. So let's put Kaminsky in there. Y'all know good and damn well they're gonna leave Kaminsky in there. Kaminsky gonna need 20 3-point attempts to even get a rhythm. So they're gonna be.
Why have Aaron Holiday in there for 25 minutes and he gave you nothing? What do you have?
Yeah,
2
he played
points,
a lot.
3 points.
He had 2 points, bro. He played a lot tonight.
Well, we don't have another ball handler. Who gonna handle the ball?
And then also y'all talked about Trae playing off the ball. I mean, Nate actually ran some action for him to go off the ball.
One play, Gerald. One play. He don't get credit for one play. He don't get credit for one play.
Let me say this. Let me say this because this is just so disgraceful. Nate McMillan should be every bit of ashamed of himself. When you are a coach and you're going. First of all, nowhere in the world you should be adjusting to what the Bucks are doing. Okay, we understand. Nope. We understand that they're a big team. You know that. You played them last year. You played them the year before that. Okay, you play them every year, so you know they're a big team. You know they're going to bring Serge, Bobby, Brooke. All these guys are big. So what do? We ran pick and roll, and we ran. I don't even know what the offense was called.
It's nothing. Our offense was good. That's what it's called.
All right, there was nothing wrong with our offense tonight.
No, our offense.
Yes, there was a lot wrong with the offense.
There was not.
No. Let me say that. First of all, when you are going down the floor and you're not even making their defense play defense, you're not even making them play defense. All you're doing is coming down, jacking up shots. I mean, what do you expect? This is the best. They said it. This is the best defensive team. And they're the best defensive team get out in transition. If you coming up taking one shot, what do you think is going to happen?
Hold on. Let me just read something out real quick. We shot 48% from the field. Mm-hmm. We shot 45% from three. 80% from the free throw line. What the hell is wrong with that?
But a lot of that, a lot of that's Trae Young. A lot of that's Trae Young.
Trae Young covered. Trae Young covered up. He covered up a lot of terrible.
I get that, but
crap. What to the Bucks side?
I would give you Trae if he shot 70% from the field. Trae didn't even shoot 50.
Let's go,
bro. He didn't shoot 50 to the end of the game, bro.
He shot 50% from 3-point line,
bro.
He was saving us, Gerald.
From the field all night until the last couple shots he took, bro.
Yeah, Gerald, I agree with you. Like Trae, look, man, we can sit here and nitpick Trae all we want to. The brother gave us 42. All right.
No, I know. I'm not mad at what Trae did tonight. Okay. I'm saying that I wouldn't give y'all Trae as far as saying that he covered a lot of the stats.
But
as far as the percentages, because he
inflated the numbers. He inflated the shooting numbers about the
percentages.
I'm saying he inflated he brought the percentages.
But how did he bring it up that much if he shot below what we shot as a team?
But that was the last.
Gerald, what you missing is this, Gerald. This is what you missing. You looking at the final numbers, 47%. Until if you take away those last crazy threes he took, the dude was shooting 60% the whole game.
Yeah, he was, man. He literally was. Until the last 2 minutes.
The problem is, let's look at this, man. Let's look at how much we get killed on the board. 60, so they was a plus
by 7.
11.
They was a plus 7. Plus 7.
They was plus 11, bro. We had 49 rebounds.
No, Damon. They was plus 7 on the boards.
What? I'm looking at right now. They had 60 rebounds total.
No, 49.
No, they had 49.
No, we had 49, bro.
I'm looking at the Bucks. The Bucks had 49, and 14 of those were offensive.
Okay,
the Hawks had 42.
Hold up. Atlanta versus the Bucks. This is Atlanta Hawks. It's a 49 rebounds. Hold on, I'm
reading it off Bleacher Report right now.
Well, I'm on NBA.com. I think they wrong. I'm on NBA.com. Watch this.
Let me see.
I'm finna pull it up right now. Here, go right here. Where's it at? Right there. That's the box score. What's that say right there? Can y'all see it?
No, not yet.
Okay, let me scroll down a little bit. This Atlanta Hawks, right? Y'all see that?
Well,
there was
rebounds right here. Rebound right here, right?
There was plus 7.
49 rebounds.
42 to 49.
49. And then the Bucks got 60. I'm looking right at it, bro. Rebounds. Bucks 2. Giannis has 17. 6, 2, 10 for Bobby Portis. 7 for Matthews. 3, 2. Total is 60. I'm looking at it right here. Y'all see it, right?
Bro, Bleacher Report must be wrong, because somebody lying. Somebody lying, because
Bleacher Report is wrong. We got killed on the board. We got no second chance opportunities, man.
But I said that before the game. What did I say at the beginning of the game? I said we're going to only get one opportunity at each possession. We need to run sets to make sure we get good shots. And what do we do in the second half? Run no sets. Get no good shots outside of trades.
Let me explain why
we can't have it both ways about not running sets. If we got one guy that's fire hot, like y'all were saying, How many sets do y'all expect to be ran?
Well, let me say this.
What about the other guys?
I think the reason
What
why
the other guys if one guy shot 35 times?
Well, no. Let me say this. I think this is very important, actually. If we run sets, if we run offense, I think you have a lot more of the team involved to where Trae is not in such a rhythm to where he's saving us. But let me also say
That
this.
don't count when he is fire hot.
But let me say this also. You have to run offense against the Bucks. You cannot take one-on-one shots. It can't be one-on-one on offense because if you miss the shot, we already lazy.
I do agree with that. Now.
If we miss, we're going down by 10, and we're gonna look up and we're gonna say what happened. And also, the Bucks look at every team the Bucks play. They're undefeated, by the way. So go back and look at all these wins. The Bucks take advantage of teams that get stagnant on offense, and they intentionally do this. No. They intentionally do this. It happened to the Knicks last night. The Knicks were in the game. I can't remember what quarter. The Knicks. But no.
But Gerald DeWan, I think Trae missed a lot of the shots at the end because he was tired.
I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is that when you start shooting. Y'all played 2K before, right?
Yeah, and real life.
All right, so y'all know when y'all playing with one guy, or whether it's on my player or play now or whatever, you playing regs, and you got 50 points with this one guy, and at the end of the last 2 minutes of the game, you give the ball to a role player, and he always missed the shit. When one person, that's the drawback of one person cooking the whole game. Nobody else is really like in
But
a
he
rhythm.
didn't take all the shots at the end. Murray took 2 shots. He didn't take all the shots at the end. Murray took
Gerald, are you relating that to sets?
Yeah.
So here's my rebuttal to that. At the beginning of the season, when you look at your team and you say, all right, we got Justin, we got Aaron, we got all right, I can work with these guys. Now let me go. Let me get my staff together. Let me look at how these other 29 teams are defending, and let me look at what players they got on their team. Or let me just put together some sets for the first and the second. And then they got to be for every player.
I feel like Nate got that already.
Well,
he got what? He don't
have it.
It might be one per person.
But here's my point.
He got it.
But here's my point. Sets are not just sets. Sets are ran for a specific person to score the basketball.
That's what I'm talking about. The little curl, the curl that we ran for, the curl that I can tell you now. Prime example, DeJounte Murray in the fourth quarter. Every time we ran that little curl with him, that action's for him. Or set whatever.
He got to the basket. He got to the basket too. One of them was a layup right over Giannis.
So we can't say he ain't running it for nobody now.
Hold on.
And then also Justin Holiday, God bless him.
Oh my God,
that boy got hot. He got
hot. Don't go. No, I'm not denying he got hot, but don't want no sets. Those weren't no sets.
Bro, Juan, am I lying?
Hold on, it was the same thing as Trae. You running with the hot.
Alex, hold on. I'm gonna tell you something because Justin Holiday ran Dre Hunter set where he curls off right there from the baseline. He comes in the free throw line, shoot the jumper. He did it 2 times. He also had wide open 3-pointers. I watched those, man. And he scored 10 straight points. Now look, I know they're playing like trash. He's been playing like trash.
It's win.
But hold on, analyst. Hold on, bro.
Justin running Hunter sets until he got hot, right?
Analyst, hold on. The brother was 4 for 5. Like he kept the offense going, the bench rotation going to Trae.
What Trae out the game?
And even Bob said it. Like Bob said it, he's like Trae got a much needed rest, and the offense kept them in the game. And Justin was keeping us within. Justin hit like a 3 and a 2-pointer, which gave us a 5-point swing. It was like 94-99. And then he came down and hit another 3-pointer, and it was 98. It was like 97 or 98, 99. And I was like, okay, Justin hooping right now. And those were curls off the baseline. They had some action. He came off the baseline. JC Capella set the screen. He hit the jump shot right there, the free throw line. That's Dre Hunter set.
No, I agree. They had some set, although a lot of it was the same set, just ran over and over and over again. That's one. Two, Gerald, I'll give Justin Holiday his flowers for doing his job tonight. Okay. That since you say I don't give nobody credit, I'll give him credit for doing his job tonight. Although AJ Griffin could have done the same thing three games in a row, and we didn't say nothing about him. But
we gave AJ Griffin his flowers, bro. You can give both of them their flowers, man.
But
when they do good
tonight, Nate. This game was on Nate for a variety of reasons. His rotations at the end of the game.
Yeah. I feel like it was for one reason. I don't feel like it was really for anything else. It was for one reason.
No, I mean it's just not Onyeka as well. He at the end he kept Justin Holiday out there too long. You know what I'm saying? What Nate does
really,
is
he left Jalen Johnson out there too long.
Yeah, Jalen had 4 fouls. He getting cooked by Giannis.
Jalen had good minutes. I'm just saying that he left him in too long.
Yeah, but you know, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But the whole Capella thing. Listen, Capella's a joke. First of all, everyone thinks he's just this great defensive anchor. He's great.
Literally player. Everybody. Nobody even committed to his decline.
What happened when we put Capella in the game? What happened when we put Capella in the game?
The problem wasn't when Capella
they went. Bud knew what was going on. Bud ran a action right out the timeout when the Capella came in the game.
Did.
I'll tell you what happened. It wasn't the fact that Capella went into the game. Capella had to go in the game because he put Lopez in. You can't. Let me finish. What should have happened, because John wasn't playing worth a half of shit tonight. Capella should have came in. However, two things can be true. Okongwu should not have went out either.
Nope.
But this is why you don't put Capella in. This is why you don't put Capella back into the game, because what did the Bucks do? 3 straight possessions. They went to the Giannis Drew pick and roll, and Capella slow-footed.
Bro, nobody stopped that.
He's slow-footed. He cannot switch. And then Gerald, what was he doing on that defensive rotation when he left Hunter down there on low pass and Giannis to try to get a rebound? John Collins is already running out to defend Portis on the 3-point line. What are you running behind him for?
We giving Okongwu a little bit too much credit in one area. When they ran that Drew Holiday and Giannis action off the wing, I don't give a damn who it was. Jesus would have had trouble stopping that tonight. Okongwu only had success on Giannis when Giannis went ISO ball on him.
Because that's all they could run. When they ran the little Drew Holiday and Giannis pick and roll, it didn't matter who was in the game. I don't think that they didn't score. They ran. They did not try to do that the whole game. Bud tried it in the first half and it did not work. So what Bud did when Onyeka was in the game, all he did was basically he ran 2 types of offenses. He ran perimeter offense, and then most of the time he just ran it with Giannis basically isoing the ball. Because
it didn't work because, not to cut you off, but it didn't work because early on Giannis wasn't established into the game. Now in the fourth quarter, once Bud saw that Giannis was gonna get every single whistle,
attack the basket.
Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, he got every single whistle. Then that's when he went back to it because he knew even if it got stopped, he was gonna get a whistle.
Yeah, so
that was still working for us though. It stopped working when Capella came in the game.
I was fine with the fouls.
But y'all thinking about it from just fouling Giannis. The problem is just like when they used to do with Shaq. Yeah, fouling Shaq will result in 1 or 2 missed free throws, but now you in the penalty. So if you foul anybody else on the court,
the ball wasn't going anywhere else.
I was about to say they were running Drew Holiday. No,
Drew Holiday's not drawing. Drew Holiday's not driving to the basket to draw contact. He's shooting. Drew Holiday's shooting. He's not driving to the basket.
Do you realize how slow the Bucks were playing? The game slowed completely down. I That's what like keep fouling him. He gonna keep missing him, keep fouling him. We're getting
Yeah, he kept missing.
established offense.
But then on the
and they're not running anything else.
end, Gerald. Then on the other end, Gerald, we all know Capella's is limited offensively, but my God, I mean, at least look at the rim. This dude standing at the top of the key, his back is turned completely to the damn rim, and Drew Holiday is able to swipe the ball in and steal it on a dribble handoff with Capella and Trae Young. First of all, why are you running a dribble handoff?
As Trae dribbling the ball in the Drew hands.
I mean, he tired at that point. I mean,
he's tired.
He's
we
tired.
just talked about how he got a rest.
He played. I think it's a combination. Like he knew it was always trying to play hero ball. They had some fatigue because Trae was pretty much running all the offense. Man, the brother had a third of our shots. He had a third of our shots, and I say this too. I don't know if anybody want to admit it. Trae is saving Nate's ass right now as far as coaching, bro. Because Trae is like top 5 as an MVP.
Thank you.
Like he's literally an MVP candidate right now.
Without Trae,
he's saving.
Nate would have been exposed.
He's saving Nate because Nate is bro. We talk about Nate every game in wins or losses. His offense and his defensive strategy, like we've been talking about for the last year and a half, man, it is really starting to come to light now that we have another ball handler and you still having the same type of games against the same type of opponents. Look, man, I know but JC struggles against the Bucks. I know this, but we have had over 10 games with Nate as a head coach against them. Are you telling me you can't make no adjustments?
You can't come up with nothing. You can't come up with nothing.
You can't make. You can't make him a decoy. But Bud can figure out how to make Lopez a decoy.
Hold on. If DeAndre Ayton couldn't figure out, if they couldn't figure out an adjustment for DeAndre Ayton,
they was up 2-0. They was up 2-0.
Juan and Gerald. Not only that. Monty Williams is the one who couldn't make adjustments. He couldn't make adjustments last year. And you know where Monty Williams came from? The Nate McMillan tree out there in Seattle with that stale 1995 offense. Stale. I mean,
by the way,
bro, a horn set is not great. It's not creative. A horn set is not just because you added a horn set into your offense doesn't mean you're creative. At all.
Nate lied to the front office. He lied. He said he was going to get more creative on offense this year. He lied. He lied because he said, I promise you, we gonna say cool, calm, and collected out there on offense. We gonna run some of these sets. I said, we ain't seeing it yet. We're not.
And you know what's so and y'all know what's so crazy? Gerald Dewan and analysts, you know what's so crazy? They do it a little bit. Like I put in a group chat yesterday. They do some creative stuff a little bit. But it's so never go back to it. It's so unexpected. It just stands out.
It's just not consistent enough for you, is what you're saying.
No, it's not consistent enough for wins. It's not consistent enough for wins.
But that's bro, we 4-2. How y'all gonna say it ain't consistent enough?
Hold on, Jared. I got you, Jared. I got you. You say we 4-2. Brother, all of our wins that come against potential lottery teams.
I don't care about that.
I do because when it's time to play the top 8, like we just did tonight, we can show we can hang with them. But when it comes to those adjustments, like we had in the playoffs from last year and so on, we can't make them. Or Nate can't make them.
And we lost tonight to Milwaukee. What do you think Nick Nurse gonna do in Toronto?
Tonight,
Nick Nurse gonna wear him out.
No, tonight
Nick Nurse gonna be raping Nate in rotations. I probably shouldn't have said that because they're probably gonna flag that. But
I think best advantage out of any other team. Well, the second best advantage out of any other team behind the Warriors having Steph, bruh. They 8 foot tall, bro. They gonna have umpteen more possessions than any other team.
But Gerald, at the beginning of the game, and it was what they're at the beginning of the game. What I say in group chat, you have to. You're not going to get a lot of second opportunities. You have to make sure you get a good shot, the first shot. And what do? Pick and roll. Trae might run off of a screen here and there, but pick and roll. And I'm like, dude, like you cannot run the pick and roll this much against this team because you're not moving them from side to side. They're stationary.
I got a question. So we talked about John and triple single tonight.
Yeah.
What do we do? Let's go to Matt. Matt, you the guy. You coach Nate.
Yeah.
What do you do to get John effective scoring wise against Milwaukee in particular?
Pull Lopez out of the key because since Lopez on him. Pull him out of the paint. Pull him out of the paint. When you sit there in the paint, Lopez stays in the paint. He's just gonna manage the basket. Pull him out of the paint and make him move his feet.
So John Collins
expose him being slow-footed.
Most of his stuff that he did tonight. Let me backtrack. Most of the times he touched the ball was outside of the paint. So do y'all not think that John needs to be a little bit more aggressive?
I do. Yeah, I agree.
He does need to be aggressive, but they also need to run plays for him where they're running.
What plays in particular can be
one where he ran at the end, where he did a pick and roll with Trae and he ran straight to the basket against Lopez and laid it up.
But let Matt and analyst say that's not a set.
But hold on, but we didn't keep doing it. Why not keep doing it, though, Gerald? To get him some offensive flow. Because we don't do it enough. But Matt said it. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. You get it. There you go. And it's not consistent. You even said it yourself. It's not consistent enough. So it's not.
I feel like tonight he didn't get that much pick and roll action because they knew the lob wasn't going to be there. So
that's true.
So the pick and roll was going to be left-handed, so to speak.
That's true. I'll give you that.
You could do pick and rolls. You could do cross. You could do a lot. You could do cross screens. You could do different. You could do the dribble handoffs with him where he's catching and flaring. You could do a lot of different stuff with John to move to shift the defense. You know what I'm saying? Or you got Trae coming off of a double stagger screen on one side, and then you got John Collins running the side pick and roll with Murray on the other side. They do it a little bit, but it's nowhere close to enough as you need to do it. Certainly versus a team as big as Milwaukee. You're moving in from side to side. They got to guard different stuff as opposed to Trae Young might be able to beat his defender off the dribble and throw up a floater. That's Nate's answer to this to Milwaukee's.
Yeah,
mostly any defense that they face.
And Gerald, Matt, and analysts, like Trae did a lot of blowing by defense. I mean, nobody can stop him. None of those dudes can stop him. Drew can't stop him no more. Javon Carter was getting 8 up every possession. He couldn't do nothing. That dude, Trae was just blowing by him like he wasn't even standing there, just a statue. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the thing is, Lopez, when he did come out the few times, Lopez wanted no parts of Trae. And Trae would just blow by him for a float or a layup, or he'll bust a 3 right in his face because it's easy pickings on Lopez because Lopez can't defend on the perimeter. Same with Capella can't do it. The dude is 35 years old. He ain't flat-footed. He ain't speedy like that no more. He never was. He's a bruiser in the paint. Am I no more here? Okay, but what play is this?
Look at Capella wobble, duck feet.
I'm showing y'all this 2-minute breakdown of the fourth quarter, guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is just highlights from the fourth quarter.
And Gerald, let me know if you see a play in anywhere in here. Let me know. call it out, Gerald, if you see a play. Look at
that. Look at that. They running. Oh my goodness.
Damn. Oh, and Rashard says that Capella cannot in drop coverage. He cannot step his feet. He can't step his feet up.
High pick and roll. Here it is. Same play.
Pick and roll.
Same play.
He had to reject the screen. And Trae, thank goodness he rejected the screen because if he didn't, that would have been a trap because they know they got to guard Capella.
Pause it. What in the world?
He had to reject the screen to go the other way.
What is that screen?
That's on Trae. That's not on.
No. I'm talking about the last screen. What was that screen?
Capella that's on Trae. That's not on
pick and roll. Here it comes.
Oh, pick and roll.
Capella can't do that. Yep. Trae,
he missed John.
Back to hero ball.
I thought that was going to go in, honestly. But he did miss John on that cross pass, on that skip pass. But
that was a lucky shot. Lopez, that was a lucky shot, though, man.
This guy.
And y'all,
that was a lucky shot.
Y'all telling me.
Here it is, pick and roll. Same thing, pick and roll.
I think everybody starts with everybody's not. Trae just missed the shot. That was
not everybody, Gerald. Golden State don't run. Golden State don't run. They rarely run pick and roll.
Look at that, man! Wide open threes, though, man. You know what I mean? Here we come again. I think this was Trae shoots another deep 3.
I think.
So we need to be talking about Trae.
Pick and roll.
No,
I like that. That was a good shot.
No, Gerald. No,
we need to be talking about
we need to be talking about our man. What you call him? Man? Our stale coach from 1990. We need to be talking about him.
So Gerald. So
we run the same offense.
That was a bad foul.
Yeah, we run the same offense, man.
So on that play where Trae shot that miracle or hero ball 3, right? Mm-hmm. You know your guy. You know he's getting a little bit tired. You know the defense is starting to shade up to him. Why don't you do what Bud does? Why don't you call a timeout and get the ball out of his hand?
JC, this is the best. I like that one. That's what I'm talking about right there, Gerald. That was a great play by JC, man.
But it's up to JC to go set the damn pick.
No,
but you know they didn't have.
If you look to the side of your coach sitting there with his arms folded,
Trae calling that.
What was Capella doing there?
He got offensive coverage.
He did, but he backed off. He backed off Giannis. Giannis can shoot that.
No, hold on, timeout. Y'all just clown Capella for jumping on the pump fake. And then now he back up and y'all say why you?
But he's inside because he's inside the perimeter. Gerald, he can shoot that 15-footer.
Any kind of jump shot Giannis takes, I'm fine with. If he make it, God bless him.
No, I'm gonna let him shoot all threes. I'm not letting him shoot 14 and 15 footers. He can make those.
I let him shoot that too. I don't want him done.
I'm giving him the defense that Oyeka gave him. Nothing. I'm not allowing him to. How come you can't give him Oyeka's defense that allows him to get nothing?
But
that's garbage points.
That previous play, Capella gets backed up in the Lopez and just like JC, you get him. Look at that. I didn't like that shot. I did not like that shot right there.
I didn't either.
That was just come down and shoot. That was too quick, and we're still a 1-point game right now.
This play I'm talking about. What are you doing, Capella? Why are you leaving Hunter down? Where are you going, Capella? Why are you going? Collins already out there.
That wasn't on Capella.
Why didn't he stay in the paint, Gerald?
What you mean? That's Bobby Portis right there. What you mean?
No, John Collins already stunned it.
That was JC out there.
Yeah, JC already stunned it. Why is he leaving the paint? Look, Collins already out there. What is Capella doing?
Why is he leaving the paint? Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good. Now that's a good point.
Hold on. So who jumped? John, right?
Yeah.
So when John jumped, Bobby Portis wide open.
But that's okay, Gerald, because John did his job. He moved him off his spot. He did his job.
But you still giving up an open 3. If he would have stayed there, y'all would have been like, why Capella ain't go contest?
No.
Because Collins already moved him off his spot.
And then y'all talking about based on hindsight, because y'all already know what happened.
No, I said it in a moment. I said, what is Capella doing?
I was like, why is he coming up?
So y'all cool with the wide open 3.
Yes, because
he moved off his spot.
No, my hindsight is if he miss it, then no one's down there's gonna grab the board.
Hey, you know how Capella messed up? Because if you look right after that, Nate called a timeout, man.
Why
did he call? Hey, watch this. Let's run it again, right? Watch. Soon as he hit it, you're gonna watch Nate. He mad. He gonna walk on the floor and call a timeout. He was upset about that possession.
Man, Nate.
Look at that. Watch this. Let's watch this possession one more time.
As we watching, Gerald, when has Bobby Portis shown that he's a side shooter 3-pointer? He's a spot up shooting 3-point shooter. He's not. I'm going to move and dribble and shoot 3-point. Look at that. He's off his spot. Oh, I got to shoot now. I got to adjust now. He's a spot up 3-point shooter.
Look at Nate.
He's a spot up 3-point shooter.
No, If you rewind that one more time, Hunter actually wasn't even in no position. He didn't box nobody out. He just ran and jumped on what's
Gerald, but Capella could have got the rebound if he would have stayed his ass down there. Why are you
Hunter's on Drew?
We don't know that. We don't know that Portis wouldn't have made the shot.
Watch this. Watch this.
Goodness.
That's Portis.
You didn't say that.
Hey, Portis is Collins' man, right? How do we know that? Because even Capella even pushes John out there. He gonna push him, right? To go out there. Watch this.
No, that don't make no sense. You see him
push John out there? That's John, man, bro.
No. John can't be guarding 2 people at the same time. Because he was just guarding the person that just passed Portis the ball.
Because they was bringing the ball down. They were just trying to stop
rewind it one more time. Rewind it one more time from where Giannis. Rewind it one more time from where Giannis, because I'm looking at John trying to get his defensive identity right now. He's talking like who got who. Who got who. He's in who got who? Who got who?
He's
Okay, now he gotta
passing
pick up.
Giannis off.
Yep, he's passing
See?
him off. So
And you
Capella
can see
can
John,
pick
you
him
see his
up
head turn. His head turn. He looking
because
for
Bobby's
something.
coming up. Bobby's coming up. There's
Boom.
Clint. Freeze it. Where's Clint doing? He's protecting the paint. Why? Why is he protecting the paint when Portis is right there running on his own? Why?
Bruh, because I'm worried about Giannis driving.
But
You
okay,
got Lopez.
that's fine. That's fine, Gerald. Even if he's stunting, right? Even if he's stunting
Trey, too.
and Collins
You can
goes
blame
out to
Trey.
defend the
Hey.
shooter.
So what
why
about
is
Trey?
why is
Trey
Capella?
Hey,
why
guys.
is
Don't have
Capella
nobody
staying?
Hey
around him
guys,
right
so if Capella worried, look at this. You got two dudes on one guy.
Look
Unacceptable.
at Trey though. Who Trey guarding?
I ain't worried. Look, unacceptable right here. Unacceptable. This is so stupid right here. Right? Let's keep it going.
Trey
So
guarding.
Collins is going out right here on Portis. Why he wide open? I don't know.
Let me ask
Right.
y'all this.
Yeah.
When Portis because I don't know if Portis and Giannis is in the game at the same time.
Right.
and Lopez.
Oh damn, Lopez in the game too.
All three of them.
Yeah,
See,
too, yeah.
one, two,
Oh,
But,
so-
but,
three.
but hold
so
on,
my-
but
hold
hold
on.
on, Demond. Hold on,
Hold
Demond. Gerald. Right
Yeah.
here, John Collins did his job. He moved Portis off his spot. If he hits this shot, you just tap to him because he made a good shot.
To me,
he
that
moved him
looks
off
like-
his
to
spot.
me, that
What
looks like a
Capella
wide open
what
shot. That could
Capella
be just me,
doesn't
though.
do, Capella does not move out of the paint because he's boxing out Giannis because Hunter is crashing down on the board. He's pinching the post. You don't run out to leave your position and you leave Hunter and Murray on Giannis and Lopez.
To me, that
don't
looks
do.
like a wide open
Hey,
shot.
No,
hey,
to
Gerald,
me,
Gerald, I'm gonna ask you this right now. I'm gonna ask you this, all right?
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just ask you this, all right? When has Capella been known to be a perimeter defender? That's number one.
I
No,
get what
hold-
I get what y'all are saying.
Hold on.
What I'm
Let me
saying
let me finish, all right?
okay.
Okay, just like Matt said, if he makes the three, he makes the three. What is Capella? What have we begged Capella to do? Like most people say in New Pack City, what do they want Capella to do? Defense and rebound.
Mhm.
Why the hell are you going out there for a three that you're not gonna block? That you're not gonna contest?
and when since
See, I
when
disagree with
since
that
when
because
if a guy shot fakes, takes another dribble, is he gonna take another shot? Like this is just dumb
that's
basketball.
not a difficult shot.
Exactly. Wait a minute.
But Gerald, what I'm saying is Bobby Portis.
Look who's down at 2 7-footers and a bunch of guards.
Bobby
But,
Portis
hey,
does not
guys.
shoot a great percentage.
Murray,
off the
Here's
dribble.
a question,
Trey.
guys. Here's a question. Why are our leading rebounders, both of them,
Oh,
on the perimeter?
Look at this. That's what I just said. Murray.
Both
Hunter,
our leading
Trey.
rebounders are out
Pitiful,
here. We got
pitiful, bro.
You got Murray. Look at Giannis. Look at these two right here. These the boys right here ain't finna get no rebound.
Twin
over
towers.
these two right here.
Twin towers.
That's why
sitting there.
that's why it's important for Clint. Clint should have stayed home and just lived with the shot because if he missed it, Clint would have been in position. Let's rewind. Clint would have been in position because if
We
you
don't
wanted to
know
look,
if Clint
look.
don't jump out there, he might switch to three.
No, watch
Look at
this.
John.
Watch this. Look at this.
Look at John. Hold on, go wait.
Look.
Hold on. John telling somebody to pick up Bobby from the midcourt.
Look. Watch it.
Is Hunter on
Trey
the court?
misses. Watch. Here we go.
JC, pick him
Collins
up,
right
pick him
there. You
up.
see Collins? He's like, hey, get back on defense. Now he pointing them out. John was just pointing out everything. Like, hey,
I
he telling
got
people.
pour this.
He
Is
talking.
Hunter
Look,
on the
Passing-
court?
watch this. You freeze it here. If Capella just stayed home, right, he would be in position for the board.
We don't know that there would be a chance for a board.
Let me finish, Gerald.
That jump did not make any.
As soon
any
as
impact.
watch this. As soon as look, he passes the ball. Capella should have just stayed and started establishing position because he already
Yeah.
pushing John out there.
Yep.
Capella should already know I'm the only big down here for us to get a rebound. He should know that. He should not go out there at all. He pushes John. There you go. Get out there. Capella should have stayed home. Capella
Take
would have
him
had
off his
position.
spot.
Look
Take
at
him
that.
off his spot.
Moved him off his
Bruh,
spot.
You telling me that call is the
Capella-
best shot?
Capella.
And what is
It's just like what Juan said. Why would you go contest something you're not even gonna contest?
Yeah, okay.
when
You're
has,
not gonna
when
affect
has
that.
Duck Feet
You're not,
ever contested
you're not
anything,
gonna
Gerald?
affect the shot, right? Boom.
Gerald.
So now you got Hunter, Murray, and Trey trying to battle Brook Lopez and Giannis. Who you think gonna win that battle?
Gerald,
Boom,
he
there you
can't
go.
even switch. Gerald, he can't even switch on the perimeter.
See,
Why
that's
would
why
you
Nate's
try to run
mad.
out there
That's
and
why
contest a
Nate
three-point
mad.
shot?
That's why Nate is mad because Clint Capella had no reason to go out there. That's stupid basketball, man. Either Bobby makes the
It's
shot
dumb
or we
basketball.
You gotta live. You gotta live
results,
with that,
man.
bro. You
So-
gotta live with that right there. Capella should have
It's
stayed down
stupid.
there. Now look at him. Now he
It's
want to run. Too
stupid
late, Capella. What you
basketball.
running down
So
there
let me
for?
ask y'all. So let me ask y'all this.
Nate was mad because he didn't keep
Pick
that
and roll.
fifth.
How do I know? Pick and
He
roll.
didn't
Go ahead, Gerald. I want to hear this.
I just want to ask a question.
Go ahead, Gerald.
It's safe to say that Giannis was the 3 on that, right?
Don't even. It's positionless basketball, bro.
That's
It's
true.
positionless ball. It don't.
So
It don't
who the
matter.
hell DeAndre Hunter guard?
But okay,
He was
but
on Wesley Matthews.
oh, okay, Gerald.
No,
even
not
if
in-
it's,
no.
even if Giannis is the 3, I want you to try to pass blame on that. Go ahead.
I'm not passing blame. What I'm saying, there's multiple things that happened on that play that led to that breakdown.
Well, the
Number
first thing
one.
was
Like
we
what?
had
Like what?
one-
Like what?
the
I
first
want
thing
to hear
was
this
we-
one. Cause we just
Who's
looked at
Hunter
this clip
supposed to
about 10
have?
times.
I do think Trey could have turned around quicker because Trey had his back turned. So he is partially to blame because JC said pick up Bobby Portis at half court. He said
And then
somebody gotta
also
pick him up.
Hunter's supposed to be in that situation. Hunter's supposed to be on Giannis, not John.
How
Well,
Hunter gonna
it's
get on
transition.
Giannis when
Well, it's
Hunter was on the
it's-
other side of the court, bro? How
He
he
didn't
gonna
want
get
to pick him
on
up. He
Giannis?
was scared as hell.
Nah.
Hunter-
And Gerald,
But
it's
but what I'm
He
saying,
ain't
that's
guarded
what
Giannis
started
all
the mix-up.
game. He ain't guarded Giannis all game.
No,
And
yeah,
Gerald,
yeah,
it's,
Nah,
it's
pimp.
secondary.
Look at this play. Look at this play. Look at this
it's
play. Look at this play. This is what Matt
transition
talking about. This is what
act.
Matt talking about. Boy, they lived in the paint all night, man.
Bro,
They
what did
lived in the paint,
Hey,
bro.
Capella can't defend the pick and roll. He didn't know what to do right there. Look at him. He didn't know what to
Look.
do.
And people say that he's a defensive anchor and one of the
Look at this. Look at this.
Look.
Oh, hold on. Let me
Go
go
back.
back
Go
to
back.
it.
Go.
Let me go back
that
to
can
it.
really
Let me
stop
go
that.
back to it. Look at that. What the hell was he doing?
What was that? I told y'all, and Rashard's not here. Thank good. You know he ain't here. He
Watch
lucky.
the curl.
Look at that.
Watch the
Look at that.
curl.
Here we go. Boom. Come around.
Guys,
What
the
are you
NBA
doing?
can stop that
Look
play.
at
Gets back
Capella.
in the picture.
There's only two.
You see Capella now. Now,
Oh,
Dre
oh,
Hunter.
Okay,
shoulda
let me ask y'all this.
slid- Dre Hunter should have slid over.
No,
number one.
So what should Capella do in that situation?
Gerald, this is what Capella.
happened.
Gerald, this is what Capella
shoulda
should have
happened,
done.
Gerald, this is what should have happened. Dre Hunter should have slid over, right? And
Yep.
stopped the penetration.
We would have had to pass the
Capella
ball.
should have rolled to the basket, keeping his eye on Giannis. This is the problem right here. When they run this pick and roll, look where DeJounte at. So when Hunter slides to defend,
He got smashed,
if
man.
he-
He got
if he
smashed.
slides over to defend, right? Guess what happens?
Not from there. You can
So-
go to the trap.
Let me tell you what's about to
Or-
happen. Watch this. He slides over. Drew Holiday could have just kicked it to Hunter's man who sat at the 3-point line right now. See, that's what happened when you run an effective pick and roll. You see what I'm saying? Now,
Gerald.
So my question is, why are we getting on Capella about this if the other players leaving them out to dry?
no, I'm just saying. Saying I'm not blaming this on Capella. What I'm saying is
I am.
Capella.
So I'm asking y'all, not the mom, the rest of y'all that's blaming Capella. What should he have done?
Damon, go back.
All right.
This is what this is what Capella should have did. What an
We up here.
effective center does.
We up here having an old film session. Hold on, I'm about to rewind it right now. Hold up 1 second. Let me rewind it. Here we go. This the play right here. Hold up. Yeah,
It
here
was
we
a
go.
good play, man.
See
Good
that?
play.
That's Bud basketball.
You want me? Hey,
So-
Matt.
so
You want me
Matt,
to run it?
tell me-
You want me
tell
to
me
run it
what-
straight?
Go ahead. I'll tell you when to pause. Pause it right there. As soon as Holiday makes a dribble towards the key, Capella should have stunted, should have stepped up, and
Yeah,
then
he
he would
could've
still
stunted.
had the
Could-
lateral quickness to tag Giannis on the roll to the basket. That would have gave
JC
Murray
slid down,
enough
though.
time to come back into the play and contest it. What he
But
did
JC
was he gave up the middle. What
He
Capella
didn't give
did
up
was-
he didn't give up the middle. Murray gave up the middle.
But he was already separated on the screen.
Murray
He
didn't give
couldn't
up
recover.
nothing. Murray
Capella did
behind
not
the
give
play.
him a top.
How is Murray gonna get through?
Murray
through
behind the
Giannis?
play, bro.
Yeah, but if Capella
saying
would
that's
have
what let him
if
turn the
Capella would
corner
have
toward
stunned
the
the
middle.
ball handler, he
That
would have
was
gave Murray
unstoppable.
enough time to recover. But he gave up the middle. Murray never had a chance to recover. And Capella, what is he doing? He didn't
Second of all-
contest. If you're going to go that whole way, just contest and allow John Collins to foul Giannis up in
He's
the
not
air.
gonna foul
Like,
Giannis because that's gonna be a lob.
But I'm saying he didn't commit either way. He's in the middle. He didn't commit to stopping
Bruh.
Holiday, and he didn't go back.
Hunter and Murray left him out to dry. What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you who really messed up, man. Who really messed up was DeJounte messed up. You can't get behind the pick and roll. He should have slid.
Let the guy turn.
Giannis separated him on the screen.
He was pressing.
But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
That's bull. That's
when you,
bull right
yeah,
there.
that's a fucking terrible call. Listen, when you press like that, you basically what you're doing, you gamble. It's like going for a steal.
Watch it. Not this one. Watch this. This hurt my soul right here because JC can block out Wesley Matthews, bro. Wesley Matthews, man.
You see the little twist for legs he got.
Look, play it. Just play it. Just watch.
That man Drew Holiday cooked us, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, bro.
And why Capella tapping it like it's volleyball?
He always do that. He always do that to get it.
But
what they tell you, that's what they tell you. They tell you if you can't get it, just tap
if
the
you
ball
can't
out.
get it, tap it out.
Yeah, just tap it out.
I don't see other sitters. I've only seen.
That's not true. It's a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, everybody
Gerald,
do that. Everybody tap the ball back.
But Gerald,
No,
one of the reasons that play wasn't as effective when Oyeka was in the game because he has the lateral quickness to stunt the ball handler and tag the roller. Capella has to choose. Am I going to stunt the ball handler?
That's not. Nobody stopped that play tonight. No, nobody stopped that tonight. The only time Okongwu was effective against Giannis was when Giannis tried to go 1-on-1. That's the only time. Not in the pick and roll.
But they went 1-on-1 because they couldn't go to the pick and roll.
I was gonna say that they didn't just run 1-on-1 just because they trusted Giannis shooting free throws all game. They ran 1-on-1 because they didn't even get the opportunity to run the pick and roll. Why? Listen, I saw a great defensive play. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I know this for sure. Giannis had the ball searching. He was looking. Hunter and Onyeka was on him. And Giannis had to make a quick decision. I think that was the 24-second violation play. All I'm saying is,
hey fellas, I'm gonna cut out of here. I'm sorry, analyst. I'm gonna cut out of here, man.
Oh damn! I hit the button too fast. Hold on, Juan. My bad. I hit the button too fast. My bad.
You good, man? I'm about to cut out of here, man. I'm about to head to the gym and I'm about to talk to my wife, and then I'm gotta continue on my day, man. Y'all have a good one. Good night, man. Like,
all right, bro.
4-2. We get the next one.
All right, Juan. Appreciate you stopping through, my guy.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
But to me,
the blame is never. The blame is rarely ever just black and white. A lot of times, and this was the issue last year with our defense. There was a lot of times where Clint was made to look bad because other players didn't do what they were supposed to do on the front end.
I'll give you that, Gerald. But all I'm saying is, Capella at this stage of his career, and it's so bad because he's only 28. And people act like he's like a senior citizen out there. He's only 28. He really should be in his prime. But regardless, Capella, his minutes should be limited against the Bucks because he does not have the lateral quickness to keep up. They're going to punish him in the pick and roll over and over and over.
I just think that he shouldn't be guarding Giannis. But he does need to be in the game because he's the only person that could give us a slim chance of rebounding.
But Giannis, but Bud is hunting that matchup.
That's all they ran when Clint was in the game. That's the first thing they ran when Clint was in the game. That's the second thing. That was all they ran when Clint got in the game. I'm pretty sure Bud in his head was like, yes, because guess what? They're gonna run pick and roll the rest of the game, and and that's all they were doing all game. And let me say this, because first of all, yes, there was some errors on the side. But listen, first of all, I couldn't believe Rashad had the nerve to say Clint Capella is a defensive anchor. I cannot believe he had the nerve to say it. Clint Capella is not a defensive anchor. Clint Capella is an average center in the NBA that on one or two nights can give you a few more blocks above his average. Look at some
how many blocks he average right now?
Probably like one.
They got 1.5 on one. 7, closer to 2.
I know John Collins is averaging more blocks than Capella, or he was heading into the game tonight.
No, I know. We just talking about Capella though.
Let's see. Capella over his career averaged 1.5 rebounds.
Talking about tonight.
Huh?
We're talking about tonight.
Well, I'm talking about Capella as a okay. But let's look at tonight then. How many blocks he had
No,
tonight?
no, not for tonight. This season. My bad. This season.
Okay, so this season, Capella averaged 2 blocks.
Okay. So where is he? Where does that rank amongst all the centers?
Honestly, it probably.
Got time.
Y'all saw Miles Turner last night? I'd rather have him.
Man, y'all saw now he a little bit too expensive, but y'all saw a real defensive anchor in Rudy Gobert the other day.
But 22 and 25.
That's a real defensive anchor. The other night he had 26.
Well, he's like the best defensive anchor probably.
Well, I'm saying that's a defensive anchor. Precious Achua had 22 rebounds the other night. He did not care. He did. Listen, here's the thing. If you don't have it going on offense,
Can you answer my question?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
All right.
So Gerald, would you consider? I know you're probably gonna say no, but would you consider at this point of the season moving Capella to the bench for Onyeka?
Hell no. Nah.
I would want to see. Yeah, I would want to see that.
No,
because here's why I asked.
Because there aren't that many teams left anymore that are as big as the Bucks. That's like the biggest team in the NBA.
We playing another big team tomorrow. I mean,
So,
I'm asking because every advanced metric, every advanced statistic says we're significantly by like 6 to 8 points better with Onyeka with the starting 4 as opposed to.
But that's in limited minutes. That's skewed.
Okay, so here it is. Clint Capella is
including tonight, by the way.
Huh?
Go ahead, analyst.
He played 13 minutes. So how many? So I don't know how many of those minutes, maybe 6 or 7, may have been with the other starting 4. That's not enough time to give a real synopsis on that. That's why I say it's skewed. Go ahead.
You came back with. Go ahead, analyst.
So Clint Capella is ranked 10th in rim protectors in the league. You want to know who is in front of him? Let me tell you who's in front of him. Well, let me tell you who's in front of him. And I don't agree with the whole list, but let's be honest here. Giannis, Rudy Gobert, Robert Williams, Miles Turner, AD, Jared Allen, Mitchell Robinson, Hassan Whiteside, and Joel Embiid. Now, who's behind him? Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, Mo Bamba, Drummond, McGee, which but
I said centers.
So these are centers.
Giannis ain't a center.
Okay, well, if you take Giannis out of it, then Rudy Gobert is clearly.
Well, we know Rudy more.
So Rudy, Robert Williams, Miles Turner,
okay,
AD, Jarrett, Mitchell Robinson, Hassan Whiteside, and then if you want to take Giannis out of it, then we'll put Clint Capella there. But Clint Capella. So right now, Hassan Whiteside.
So top 10 in rim protecting. I mean, I can't complain about that.
Well, I can if we're getting beat. First of all, ain't no way in the okay. You said earlier that we were scared to go to the paint because 8-12 Brooke Lopez was down there. Now I know you were just kidding with that, but I'm gonna use your logic.
Yeah.
If Clint Capella is supposedly one of the best rim protectors in the league, why, as soon as he came in the game, when OO came out, why did the Bucks run an action with Drew Holiday going straight to the basket on Capella?
Bro, there's only 2 guys in
that was not a pick and roll, by the way. That was not a pick and roll.
There's only 2 guys in the NBA that can stop that action that they ran tonight. That's AD when he's 100% and Giannis himself. They're the only two guys that can guard two men at the same time.
That wasn't a pick and roll.
No, the action
no.
Giannis and Drew.
No. The first play they ran when Onyeka came out of the game, Matt said, "Watch Nate take Onyeka out." He took Onyeka out. The first play they ran out of that timeout was Giannis was in the corner somewhere. They ran an action on the perimeter, and then Drew Holiday came right down the lane. And Clint Capella, he was, you know how you do. He did a little feet stutter, and then he have his hands like this, and then he floated it right over. I was like, what are you doing?
So you saying that he shouldn't have got the floater done on him?
No, he shouldn't have got the floater done on him. The floater shouldn't even been a floater. I'm not saying it's hard to block floaters, but what I'm saying is you have got to take that play away. Anything coming down there, it's not allowed. I run this in the paint. It's not allowed. So anything coming down here, you clog the play on offense anyways. So you should be an expert.
You can't just clog the paint on defense because it'd be a 3-second violation.
Well, I agree with that, but and I want to say this real quick, and this is hopping on Nate a little bit. You want to know? You want to know why we get beat on backdoor so much?
Why?
Because we don't run them. if we ran back doors,
we know how to stop it.
Exactly. If you ran back doors, you would know. All right, this defense needs to be in place for us to be able to run a backdoor successfully, and we know that if this defense is in place, that we can't run the backdoor. But when you run pick and roll, and what Matt said, when you run pick and roll and horn all game, there is nothing like.
One game ago, y'all was saying pick and roll all game. Now we saying pick and roll and horns.
And you know what's so crazy? You can run a backdoor off of the pick and roll, especially the way how many times we run it, because the defense is pushing up because they're playing the leverage. So you can run backdoor as much as we want because all the leverage is at the top of the perimeter. So that's where their eyes is going. So you can run backdoor as much as you want, but that's too much variance for Nate. You know, he wants to stick to that pick and roll. And I'm like, I always listen to the telecast on League Pass from the other teams' broadcast just to learn something new. And they're like, they run the pick and roll. I want to say the third most or the second most. Some were second or third most in the NBA. They run the pick and roll 68 times a game, something like that. It's like
I would want to see their ranking and I guess offensive rating when they run the pick and roll.
No,
I would want to see what it is.
It's hot. They have a high offensive rating in the pick and roll because Trae Young is a genius in the pick and roll. But that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with why you run the pick and roll when Trae Young's not in the game with Murray. You know what I'm saying? Like even
in San Antonio, that's what they ran with Murray.
But they run other stuff in addition to the pick and roll. I wish we had San Antonio's offense because it would be a lot. It's more things to guard than just the pick and roll. It's so easy to guard.
No, it ain't because the players ain't the same. The talent ain't the same.
We got more talent.
No, what I'm saying is Pop don't run that complex stuff because he don't have the talent to run it.
Well, if you watch that, they run a lot of they run flare screens. They run a lot of stuff. They run horns. They run a lot of things that we don't do. And what?
But the main thing they run is pick and roll, bro.
Yes, that's the main thing they run, but they run other stuff in addition to the pick and roll. Or even us. I sent it in the group chat. Against the Pistons, we ran a double high drag for Murray. And off that, on the opposite side of the court, we ran a side pick and roll with John and Trae, right? To get the defense moving one way to contest Murray, but on the backside with John slash it to the rim off the pick and roll. We don't do that. We may run that play one every 10 possessions. And against a team like Milwaukee, you have to move the defense around. You have to, that's what I said, with cross screens, down screens, back screens. You have to do different stuff to move the defense. But if they're stationary because they know the pick and roll is coming every single time, one, you're not going to get any offensive rebounds because dudes aren't – Milwaukee's not out of position. You didn't shift them at all. So, of course, you're not going to get any rebounds. I mean,
Well,
that's
that's a good point.
That's easy.
That's a good point.
And then secondly, it makes the offense so predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like my niece, who's not even 5 years old, know what the Hawks are gonna run every play. This guy gonna, it's the pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. And Nate, he'd come out, he'd talk about, oh, we got the pistol, we're gonna run stuff off the pistol and all this stuff. And it's like, if you actually did some of the stuff he talks about, I wouldn't have no complaints, but they don't. It's like Travis or somebody told him this terminology.
He lied to the front office. He lied to the front office and said he could.
Like I listened to him in an interview, Gerald. He uses the right terminology. He talks the game in the right way, but then they get in the game and it's nothing like he talks about. So I'm like, they must have told him this is what they want to see, but he never seen it before, so he don't know how to execute it.
Talking about Travis?
Nate, Nate. Nate talk about we're gonna run the pistol, we're gonna run Jalen and Onyeka out the high post and get them to make decisions off split action, and we're gonna run stuff off the pistol. All that, if we actually did that, I would have no complaints because that's exactly what I want to see them do. So they don't do any of it in the game.
So
I'm sorry, they may do one possession out of 20.
I got you. So Conwell in this jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Need to be a little bit more consistent.
I want to see him take it more. I don't know. I think he get a little hesitant in the games, but I want to see him shoot it more. I want to see Jalen shoot it more. I want to see, and I told you this yesterday, Gerald. I want to see Jalen make the decisions from the high post, and you run Murray off the ball, and you got him curling to the basket, or you got him coming off of a down screen heading towards the or a double high drag coming towards the basket, and you got Jalen at the top making the decisions. Because Murray, I don't know if it's, I won't say it's often, but certainly tonight, he was kind of shoot happy tonight. It's kind of rare. Murray.
Nah, Trae was shoot happy.
I mean, yeah, Trae was, but Murray was. I felt Murray was too. He was hunting his shot tonight. I don't know what he was. I don't know. He was hunting the shot tonight. But if you got Johnson making the decisions, I think the ball gets spread out more, and it's imperative for somebody other than Murray and Trae to make the decisions because they're not hunting their shot. So, and one, they're not hunting their shot, so they're going to make the ball spread around. And two, the Hawks don't have any they don't have any consistent sets. So if you have an offense where you have multiple ball handlers and multiple decision makers, it kind of frees up Nate from having to draw something up because it's organic. It's more organic as opposed to now it's the pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. And I'm telling you, Gerald, a lot of what they do is dependent on Murray and Trae, what they see. It's very little is coming from the sideline, if anything. And you could just tell because they almost never – it's never something you didn't expect. Somebody who you expected was going to take the shot in the – you know what I'm saying? It's never – they never do something clever.
I ain't going to lie. When Aaron Holiday brought the ball up, and I seen Trae come off the little screen for the little Steph Curry jumper, I was like, I know Nate. Not Nate. I said I know Matt going down and throw a fit seeing that. But to me, I don't know. I don't feel like Trae is. What's the word I'm looking for? I need to see him play a little bit off the ball a little bit more to really see if he's effective in that area.
I think he is, but they're getting almost to a point now where even the off-ball stuff that they run for him, we all know he's going to shoot it. They need to do some off-ball stuff where he doesn't shoot it. You can use him as a decoy to get other people open shots. So like I was saying earlier, like with John and Hunter, even if you ran Trae off the ball, but the ball doesn't go there, you could run Trae off a double stagger, but you could run Collins off of a post cut or a backdoor to get him moving, and the ball and the defense is looking over here, but the ball is going over there to Collins or Hunter, and you're getting them on the move. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting their confidence up. Tonight is like it's whatever Trae and DeJounte decide the ball to go. It's not like there's stuff for John and Hunter to get the ball. It's Trae and DeJounte decided to pass in the ball.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I just don't think that the way the offensive production was, regardless of where it came from, it was effective enough for us to win tonight.
I mean, yeah, we scored 115. It's enough points to win, but
I feel like on the other side was the issue. I always say the magic number for the Hawks is 110. If we hold our opponents under 110, we should win damn near every game. If they score more than 110, we got a little problem. They score 120, we out of there.
I think last night, the defensive strategy is I'm just going to chalk it up to I don't know. Because this new dude they brought in was supposed to be, the defensive answer, but they run the same sets they ran defensive scheme they ran last year.
Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like we're better. I feel like we're way better. But I still feel like
no, we're better, but a lot of it has to do with the personnel.
I think the lack of rebounding is the last key that we need for us to really get to that. I don't think we got to be a top 10 defense because our offense is so potent. I think if we can get to like 13th.
I think we were 13th heading into tonight. I think we were 13th or 14th.
11th. But we need that 11th. Along with the rebounding. Got to have consistent rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you agree with what Travis basically said last night? He's waiting on Onyeka to get better on the defensive boards to replace Capella.
I ain't hear him say that.
I said, well, he didn't use exactly that terminology, but they did say, "What are you looking for from Onyeka to take the next step?" Meaning replace Capella.
That's not necessarily taking. That might not necessarily be the next step.
Okay, what other step is there for
sixth man of the year?
A top sixth
man of the year.
A top 6 pick who happened to play the center position that they just picked up his 4th-year option on. What other step is there for him to get started?
6th man of the year, bro.
Nah.
6th man, bro. If you have John out there and you have a Kungu out there, you're gonna have
a great defense. Based on the numbers, you have a great defense.
We'll have a good perimeter defense, I feel. But as soon as that shot go up, bro, we're going to get our ass killed.
But John gives me enough rebounds. I thought that he rebounded the ball well tonight. It was more so of
John normally gives us enough rebounds, yeah. But together, him and Clint, they normally average between 20 to 25 rebounds a game. If you have John and Onyeka, you're not going to get that. And I need that mainly on the defensive side.
Yeah, Onyeka has to step up his defensive rebounding, but apparently they already told him that. So that's the last step.
But they told him to get a jump shot too.
And he made one yesterday. I don't think he shot one today, but he made one yesterday.
He shot like 2 or 3 of them today, and made them.
One of them damn near hit the lip of the damn. It looked like a bad.
But Capella, man, he just so, and I think part of the reason we go to that drop coverage is because he don't have no lateral quickness, so they gotta drop him to the paint to cut off the pick and roll, because there's so many other things you can do to stop the pick and roll than just drop coverage. But I think that's all Clint can do. So that's all we run is drop coverage. And it's like, bro, like this is especially versus Milwaukee, you're gonna get ate up in drop coverage because Drew Holiday is gonna eat in the mid range. And I mean, today this game was a Nate game. Was Nate's on? I'm laying this at Nate's feet. You know, you did not play AJ Griffin enough. You made no adjustments in the game whatsoever.
Hey,
And
so that AJ Griffin part.
You did not play. Why didn't you play him?
So
you
he did play him.
I mean, he played him 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
He did play him 5 minutes, but I do feel like this might have been
Aaron Holiday. You play Aaron Holiday 24 minutes.
This might have been the first night of the season where Justin Holiday actually earned a paycheck.
True. But why can't you play them together?
And he was really, really, really like without Justin Holiday in that first part of that fourth quarter, we might be down 17 points.
Yeah, he played well today. Well, let me rephrase that. He played well offensively today because defensively there was still some misassignments and some, but at his age, I guess you can only ask for a good job on one side of the ball.
Mm-hmm. You just need something.
He should have played Holiday. This is the lineup he should have did, but he just, oh gosh, he just so. He should have went with Murray, Griffin, Justin Holiday, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu. That's the lineup he should have played. That should be his second unit going forward because that gives you the spacing, that gives you the shooting, that gives you the rebounding, and that gives you the ability to still attack the basket with Murray. You just have to let Jalen make the decisions on who gets the ball when, and you're giving Murray the ball downhill consistently to get to the rim and put pressure on the defense. But the way they do it now is
I keep reading this bottom line where it say Hawks 4-2 cheated by refs.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, what? I guess that Hunter foul. Again, that's another thing, Nate. How you run out of timeouts? I mean,
no, that was when they called Trae for the offensive foul on the inbound that cost us the game. That's what Devon talking about on the bottom line.
That was on Hunter.
Yeah, I thought that was on Hunter.
They called that on
Hunter
because he
didn't set the screen.
Matthews ran Trae over, and that was not a foul on Hunter.
Yeah, I guess they said it was a moving screen. I guess that's what they call it. But what? That's enough.
We saw when they replayed that play. Scott Foster called the foul. Was he even going to go? He wasn't even getting ready to go in the offensive foul position.
Y'all know that
Hero comes from over the court. Beep, 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 charge. It's like
y'all know that's Tim Donaghy cousin.
I don't count that because it would have took a lot to win that game anyway, even if he would have gave them that inbound play. Although Nate should have had a timeout, another poor clock management.
I think he didn't have no choice because remember the game was in the beginning, the whole fourth quarter until Trae made that little run. The game was teetering, and then Justin Holiday saved us, and then the Bucks kind of gained control, and then Nate had to keep stopping the bleeding so it wouldn't balloon to an astronomical amount.
But Bud was stopping the bleeding. But Bud was stopping the bleeding plenty of times, and he still had a timeout left.
Well, it's different when you ahead.
Timely timeouts.
Hey, Gerald.
When you ahead, it's different.
Hey, Gerald, I see Ty Lue stopping the bleeding. When the other team at the free throw line, he called a point guard and the shooting guard over. He got that tablet. He's drawing stuff up on the tablet, directing them on that tablet. All the old school coaches got that whiteboard and the marker in their hand,
and they got
drawing circles. Yeah, and they drawing stick figures. You know what I'm saying?
Like this.
And I would love to know what Nate and Trae Young talked about over the summer, because Trae talked about, he told Nate, you really shouldn't have to tell another coach this. Told Nate, you don't want to be stagnant, you don't want to be, you constantly want to be evolving and innovating. You don't want to stay. Who wants to stay the same as they were yesterday?
Mhm.
And I'm like, damn, he had to tell Nate that his son, who's paid hundreds of thousands of dollars on the coaching staff.
I think
What does he do?
I think you always have to know when you're dealing with a different generation, and you're the authority figure. You have to have those maybe uncomfortable conversations so that you can relate to that generation.
Man, they scared
because they're gonna be that too. But politics aside, that's the only way that you can really, okay, my old school, I got my old school ways, I got my reasons, but it may not totally 100% work for this team. Let me see what new school ways I can implement, whether it's psychological or on the floor.
But Gerald, okay, if you're Nate, right, you're 58 years old, you've been coaching in the league as a head coach for 15 years, you've won one playoff series in 15 years. Why wouldn't you say, well, the way I've been doing
he won two. He won two.
I'm sorry. He's won two he's coached 16 years. In 13 playoff series, he's won twice.
And I will say this is the best team he's ever had.
No, that Brandon Roy team was kind of
that's the best,
kind of lit. Okay,
now Brandon Roy might be the best player that he's had, but
keep in mind he had Brandon.
Better than them.
He had Brandon Roy. He had Wesley Matthews in his prime. Young Wesley Matthews. He had a young
prime, and then LaMarcus Aldridge wasn't in his prime either.
He had a young LaMarcus Aldridge. He had a young Nicholas Batum. He had a pretty straight team. I mean,
but they're not. They were mainly like babies.
Yeah.
They were babies. That's why I said this team's better than that.
But I'm saying his style does not. His style proves to be mediocre.
And then another thing you got to remember is who knocked him out of the playoffs every year? Durant.
The first team he played.
What I'm saying is that he had generational talent that beat him every year.
Really?
Durant. That's like the main one that pops to mind. I think he went once with Indiana or twice.
No, he went 4 times with Indiana. He just lost in the first round all 4 times.
And he played LeBron pretty much, right?
No.
Either LeBron and I think he played Miami.
He played LeBron once.
I think he played Toronto. Boston, he played Toronto, Miami twice.
Boston. They got swept by Boston.
Got swept. How you get swept by Toronto?
Swept and swept by Boston.
Talking about Kawhi's Toronto?
No, DeMar DeRozan Toronto.
Hey, that Toronto team was 5. They just kept running to LeBron.
Well, also get swept by Boston. Okay, no adjustments in that series. I watched that.
They lost to LeBron too, didn't they?
Yeah.
In the Eastern Conference Final. It ain't. We
all know he's not better than Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens nice with it now. He nice.
But Nate can't make Gerald. He's known. It's his reputation. He's known for not being able to make adjustments. And
he need to go work in the front office somewhere.
And I don't understand how is it so hard not to make adjustments. It's so easy to me to just try.
It's easy for you because your ass ain't on the flow.
Well, I tell you what, hey Gerald, hey Valley Philly right here.
You ain't on the flow.
Gerald, I've been on the floor plenty of times.
No, I know, analyst. I know you've been on the floor.
Hey, I've been on the floor before. Okay, I've been on the floor a couple times.
I'm talking about to wear your ass on the line. The decision is on you.
But I'm saying, okay, Gerald, if he's in a precarious position because what he thinks in his head never works. So why don't you try something that's not in your head because it might work?
I'm gonna
That's
tell
like
you
you,
what.
Gerald. You doing this, you doing the I formation, I formation, I
Mm-hmm.
formation. It's not working, it's not working, it's not working. No matter where I go, I try the I formation. Well, this is what I think is going to work, but it never works, coach. Well, that's what I'm sticking with, but it never works, coach. Well, that's
Yo, that's a
So
cool.
I
Run the I
think that
formation.
If you use the same method
no.
with
I
trying to
think
sell
the
tickets,
formation is not now. If you were to say I formation and then I try to sweep right every play, and then I don't do a dive or a trap or a wham or anything else, I just want to run this sweep 40 times a game. Then yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Same thing with the Falcons, right? With Arthur Smith. If he don't start throwing the ball,
we ain't finna give Arthur Smith no slander.
Oh no, I like Arthur Smith, but I'm just saying he gonna have to start
Smith is
throwing the
more creative
football at
than
some
Nate.
point.
Bro, who the hell he gonna throw it with?
The football at some point.
Matter of fact, who he gonna throw it to?
Pitts in London, his 2 top 10 picks the last 2 years.
You know those guys are effective off play action. That's where their strengths come in. They rarely get open just straight up out the spread.
I don't know. To me, you gotta how a dude that run a 4.4 can't get open.
Talking about London?
Pitts.
Well, the key is being able to get separation. That's Pitt's problem.
Ain't your scheme supposed to get them separation?
No, not that. So you're supposed to be able to put them in a position to get separation. Now it's on the player. Pretty much when the skill player, you got to be able to stop and start better than the defender can. That's what creates separation. That's why you have slower players like remember Wes Welker?
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't fast at all, but he was an expert at route running. You know, it wasn't necessarily the scheme. It was the fact that he just had incredible footwork. He just cut your ass up, and he's open every play.
Did you not draft the right guys at 4 and 8 if they can't get separation? I'm confused because it's either the scheme, they can't get open because of the scheme, or they can't get open because of their own ability. One of the two.
Well, when you're a rookie, well, not a rookie, but when you're a young player, particularly in the NFL, and you play a position that is in the box, there's a different level of physicality that you have that Kyle Pitts don't got yet. That's why Arthur Smith puts him in the slot a lot, because he don't want that smoke in the box.
Because I don't know, because I'll be looking at these
analysts,
other
let
teams.
Demar know we at 157.
Oh, yeah. I'll be looking at these other teams. They seem to be getting their guys open every game. Multiple times a game.
Pitts gets open, but it's not like consistent because he's relied on his athleticism his whole life, probably. And we got to go to a bum of the night. We got to make it short so we can stay under 2 hours. My bum, I'm gonna be Collins.
Okay, I can see that. I will say he's not my bump of the game. I'm very disappointed in Collins back-to-back 4-point games.
Justin Holiday outscored him.
That's where his stature on the team, to be a team captain, the money he makes, it's extremely disappointing.
So who's your bum?
Back-to-back 4-point. My bum is Nate McMillan.
Okay, I can get with that. Analyst.
I was gonna say Nate, but I'm gonna go with a player. My bum tonight is DeAndre Hunter.
Okay.
He was just
what? Clint was not a bum tonight.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It came across my mind. I was like, but if I say that, I said we're gonna end up going another hour. but no,
yeah, he was. Ooh,
but no,
man.
I do
give
feel
it to
like
Toronto.
I feel like Nate's weakness. I don't think it's the plays. I think his weakness is actually the inability to match up with his substitutions. That's the one thing.
And his plays.
I don't feel like the plays is the issue because we score enough to win.
Well, no, it's not the fact. It's not the scoring as much as it is their inability to score when they need to score.
Oh, I got
So
you.
yeah, they put up a lot of points, but situational, they
I
don't
got
score when they need to score, and
They
that's
need a look.
coaching.
I got you.
That's coaching.
Is Demond coming on here? To stop
I
it?
don't know.
All right, we at 159.45.
I'll put it in there. I'll
We
put it
might
in
well
there.
go ahead and log off.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All
All right, Jared.